Hey, welcome back. Today's March 15th, Monday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets before diving into Scale Network, SKL, USD, and see what exactly is going on in here. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market, according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 and it will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market first. Most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me what the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Today, we do have Bitcoin dominance down almost 1%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action down over 4%. Total altcoin market cap down about over 1.5%. Now, this is the downside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards. I would still usually see total altcoin market cap not as affected by Bitcoin pullbacks. I usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance trending downwards. That's generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Now, because on the conversely speaking, on the downside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards, I will usually see total altcoin market cap being affected more by Bitcoin pullbacks. Now, Bitcoin dominance here on the 3-day time frame is my focus now because there is a double bottom pattern, which is a bullish pattern that could still be playing out. One bottom, second bottom, however, also with higher lows on the RSI. That's classic bullish divergence, signaling these two green candles here before getting resistance from this expected moving average right here, the 3-day 21 MA, the blue line. Now, if Bitcoin dominance price action here actually pulls back briefly from this resistance, it could potentially light up the altcoins for a little bit. Let's go over to Bitcoin. As I have said yesterday, on the 4-hour time frame, which looks like it has broken out of a cup and handle pattern, with the neckline to be about 58K, measure target was about 73K. Shortly, about last night or earlier today, depending on where you guys are at, price action did break back into the pattern. Okay, now it's being supported by the 4-hour 50 MA. Now, this could be because of bearish divergence on the higher time frames, such as the 3-day and the weekly time frame playing out right now. Okay, and I have mentioned this bearish divergence before. Now, we do have a higher high here on the 3-day time frame, however, lower high on the RSI. That's classic bearish divergence. And same thing on the weekly time frame here, that could be playing out depending on the weekly candle that we actually close with. Monthly time frame, we have been having bearish divergence, however, never yielded a red candle just yet. So something I would not lose track of. If Bitcoin pulls back at any point or continues pulling back, it could still have an effect on the overall altcoin markets. The multiplier of that effect would usually depend on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance is trending. Let's go over to the Scale network. See what exactly is going on in here. Let's take a look from the monthly time frame down to the daily, which I consider to be macro time frames. Let's look for any overbought readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios. Monthly time frame here, we don't have a reading, so let's go down to the weekly, where we are at an RSI reading of about over 82, so in overbought territory. 3-day time frame here, we're at an RSI reading of about 80, so still in overbought territory. Daily time frame here, we have retreated to an RSI reading of about over 73 here, slight overbought. If the price action here was to make a higher high on the daily time frame, it does need to beat the last RSI reading here of about 80, over 85 here, okay, to negate bearish divergence. In fact, let me see if there's already bearish divergence right now. There is not. So let's go down to the 12-hour time frame. Before that, I want to mention that I have refreshed these Fibonacci retracement levels to reflect the top of $1.10, which is the psychological resistance here, excluding this very big outlier wick right here. Okay. Let's go down to the 12-hour time frame, where I can see more clearly a falling wedge pattern could be playing out. Now, falling wedge patterns are generally bullish patterns. According to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, it is a 68% chance of breaking to the upside. If it actually breaks to the upside by the absolute apex of this falling wedge pattern, based on this snapshot, the measured target is about 92 cents. Now, measured targets, again, are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Something I want to point out, though, is that on the 12-hour time frame RSI here, this could be read as bearish divergence depending on how others are reading it. However, technically, this is not bearish divergence because it does have a higher RSI reading for this higher high. Also depends on how other traders are reading it, though. So if the other traders are actually trading this as if it was bearish divergence, price action, according to my conservative estimate, is that it's going to come down to the next closest moving average. In this case, would be the 12-hour 21 MA, the blue line right here, which is fast approaching and could be into the pattern, so that could be reasonable as well. Let's point out some key supports and resistances relevant to this price action right now. Key resistance right here immediately would be about the 85 cents fib level area. Okay. Also want to point out some short-term moving averages that's above the pattern. So even if it looks like the price action has broken above the pattern, still going to be watching out for possible short-term moving averages that can be resistances. Right now, it does look like the hourly 50 MA and the 21 MA, actually 50 MA would be slightly above the pattern. The 2-hour 50 is above the pattern, the white line here. 3-hour 21 is also above the pattern, and the 50 could also look like it can be above the pattern as it's upward sloping right now. 4-hour 21 MA, 6-hour 21 MA. So from this snapshot right here, it does seem like most of the short-term moving averages that could be acting as resistance is at about this 85 cents area or below. Okay, so something to be watching out for, even if it looks like the price action has broken above the pattern. Key supports right now is about the 70 cents fib level area. However, if the price action starts closing below the support, this could be resistance as well on the way back up. And then followed by the 12-hour 21 MA, that's what I'm looking at as the next level of support, because that's actually at this fib level right now and looks like it could be fast approaching into the pattern. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks above this pattern and go towards this measured target. Of course, if the price action breaks above the pattern sooner, the measured target will be higher accordingly. Also, minding the short-term moving averages that could be above the pattern as well as the fib level area right now. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks its bottom trend line. The next level of key support I'll be looking at would be the fib level area right here, about the 60 cents, or the 12-hour 21 MA, which that looks to be could be fast approaching as well. So that could be above this fib level area if the price action breaks its bottom trend line. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to share them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you'd like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here. on YouTube. See you next time.